Wow. 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 We are live. We've switched over. It's the Our Thoughts
Hello.
Awards.
Wow. Welcome, welcome. One and all, everybody.
We're
Woo.
dressed up. We're
Can you
dressed up.
just feel the electricity? Yeah. Hey, real quick, Matt, who are you wearing?
Who am I wearing? I'm
Hmm.
wearing some Kevin Cole from uh, Macy's. Also, I know
Ah,
I see my boy Evan in the chat. I'm wearing some Evan Angelo's merch right here. You know, looking fresh, staying fresh.
yeah. The chain, cold as ice. How's it going,
Cold.
guys? Are you? You already know. Come on now. Uh, guys, welcome to the third annual Our Thoughts Awards.
Yes, sir.
Now, and yeah, I'm sorry you guys had to watch that 2 hour monstrosity last Sunday, man. I'm sorry, guys. That was some bull, but we're here. We're ready to hand out some awards, and yeah, how are you guys doing in the chat?
I am hyped. I am. It is also St. Patty's Day today. Pouring
Mm.
going out. I don't have a green suit, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I
Yeah,
might get the short end here. But
I might get my I'll get my green on for the post show.
okay,
Which
okay.
by the way, if you guys stick around towards the end, right after the main awards show, we will be um, sticking around and for a post show and just like looking at your guys' reaction to who won,
Yeah,
album of the year, record of the year, artist of the year. We want to see what you guys thought of it. So
yeah.
yeah,
Stick
that'll be
around
cool.
to
That'll be
after. I
cool.
I know you guys love being part of the conversation. We had a great Q&A last award or last stream, but this is the Our Thoughts Awards. So we want to hear what you
Yes,
guys think of the nominations, who won, who didn't win, all of that.
there it is. Sorry, I had to get the last light going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Man, I'm
uh,
hyped. I'm glad everyone's here.
happy
Chats,
birthday, Emilio.
happy birthday if it's your birthday. Thanks for spending it with us.
I know, for
um,
real.
right, right. There we go. All right, let me make sure I'm looking good. Let us know you can hear us, you can see us. Just want to make sure we guys give you the best show absolutely possible. Um, Kitchen Boy, I don't know. You guys have to wait and see. We got a lot in store, a
Yeah.
lot of categories, a lot of winners, a lot of awesome people nominated. And we also have some really special segments,
Hmm.
trying to make it as special as possible for you guys.
Some handsome boys
Right.
that are gonna pop in for a bit. Talk about some stuff that happened in 2020. That was pretty cool. Um, appreciate
Man.
it, Leslie.
It's funny. Able. Right. All right.
He will be actually performing live at No,
Yeah, so we
we're
have a
gonna get
halftime
sued.
show. Abel, he's
Yeah.
coming in performing unreleased cuts from After Hours. You
Yeah,
know,
he will actually be performing the Blue album if you guys stick around.
right.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Did I hear the
Premiere.
weekend re-releasing House of Balloons? I did hear that. We both heard that.
Yeah, cool.
Man,
Super dope.
we're definitely gonna have to give our thoughts on that. Can't believe he's re-releasing that project after 10 years.
Hmm.
With
With the
all,
original mix and samples.
yeah,
Whew.
I didn't
Cool,
think
cool,
that day
cool.
would ever come. But here it is, Sunday, this weekend. We'll definitely give our thoughts on that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the Blue album.
Awesome, man.
Mason Goldberg, man. Hey, hey, man. Yeah, no, I wish we could get Abel for this, but yeah, I think we might be ready to get
I think
underway
I think we're
here.
ready to hop in. Again, we have a ton of nominations. If you guys voted in that record of the year poll on my Instagram stories, thanks so much. Got a lot of participation on that. Very interesting poll, and we're gonna reveal live at the very end, what you guys voted as
Hmm.
the best song of 2020. And it might be something you least expect. So unless you
Yeah.
look on my story right now, but whatever. Our handles are down there.
Yeah. Do we want to say who the two finals are, or do we want to just save it for the end?
We'll walk through. We'll walk through the whole bracket once we get there.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
but
Sounds
yeah,
good.
I think we can go ahead and get started with our very first category. We have our quick hitter round. This is our, you know, our special categories that we created, or
Mhm.
just wanted to throw in there and stuff like that, and then we'll get to our big hitters. Um, but our very first category, we have best feature on a track. Nominees. We have Ty Dolla $ign with his feature on "Hit Different" by SZA.
Mm.
The Weeknd on his one and only, might be wrong, one and only Spanish feature
Mm. Yeah.
on the Hawaii remix.
El fin de semana.
Amen. We have her for on the song BS that's on Jhené Aiko's album. Heard that everywhere on the radio. That was playing all over. And last but
Yeah.
not least, we have 21 Savage for his feature on 1238 on the controversial Childish Gambino project 31520.
Mhm.
I forget the numbers.
Yeah, which also got a nomination that we'll touch on in a bit. But
Right.
yeah, some really great nominees, really great features. Man, her came in on BS like she
Mhm.
was 6'2" and came in rapping harder than some of your favorite rappers out there.
Mhm.
Really great song. What was a best feature standout for you?
I mean, besides the winner, I mean, honestly, I would have to say the same thing. Her
Yeah,
has been nailing it this year. Obviously, if you watch the Grammys, or if you have boycotted, her definitely
Grammys.
right. Her received a lot of love at the Grammys. Actually, she got Song of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Everything like that I feel like she deserves. She's a great artist. I think she's the one other standout amongst these nominees. But I think, you know, as we say every year, there can only be one winner. And we will have to give the best feature on a track to Ty Dolla $ign on "Hit Different." There's his trophy
There you go. We
for
will mail this to you, Ty.
hitting that three.
Yeah, this is definitely not a middle school basketball trophy. This is the Our Thoughts Award that
Mm-hmm.
we had custom made. We balled out on a budget, and yeah, there you go. First award of the night. Her, sorry, not her.
Give it
Ty
up,
Dolla
Ty
$ign.
Dolla $ign.
Hit different.
There we
Woo.
go. Let's go, Ty.
Hi.
Let's get some claps
And
in the
here's
chat
Ty.
here.
Oh, shoot. There you go. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Man, I love it, man. Ty is the king of features.
Right.
Even to the point where his album titled featuring Ty Dolla $ign wasn't even that good. Or it wasn't
Hot take.
not
Hot
good,
take.
but
Hot take.
it was some mid. It was some mid. It was some mid.
Yeah, I think
Oh
Ty Dolla
man.
$ign
But
definitely is. I love Ty Dolla $ign more as a feature, and I think he's perfect for this category. He always kills it with the features, especially on
yeah.
"Hit Different." Go listen to that if you haven't. I don't know how you haven't. SZA has been killing it. But yeah, definitely his feature on that track
Mm-hmm.
really brings in sonically the themes of that track, and I mean his voice just glides over that instrumental like butter, and just couples so well with SZA. Like Ty Dolla $ign and SZA, like you can't go wrong. Definitely best
Cannot
feature. Best feature.
go wrong. Yeah. Hey Matt, remember when we were all fighting for toilet paper in 2020?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways,
so the next category that we will be presenting, next category we'll be presenting today is for best rollout. Now, just in case, uh, just to fill you in case you don't know, best rollout meaning like the how the artist builds anticipation for their album. You know, whether it be through Instagram posts, snippets, Twitter posts, sometimes like popping. What is it? What is it called? Pop-up shops.
mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, just there you go. So best rollout. The nominees are After Hours, The Weekend, Man on the Moon 3 by Kid Cudi, Whole Lotta Red by Playboy Cardi, and Folklore by Taylor Swift.
Yes, T
So
Swift. I can attest to this though. I'm
you put this nominee up, and
I
I was
did I
like,
did
whoa.
put Taylor Swift in this category. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say that I'm particularly a Taylor Swift fan. I mean, I'm a fan of her old
You're a
music, but
Swiftie.
yeah,
You're a Swiftie.
I
Come
was a
on.
Swiftie back in like 8th grade when like
There
22,
you go.
won, or when the song 22 came out. But
Mm-hmm.
I was following along with her album this year with Folklore. Um, I did give it a little bit of listen, gave it a chance, but I thought that the rollout of that album was very interesting. Because she like cleared out her whole Instagram. She posted very cryptic images. She posted an update saying, "I've been working on an album. I'm ready to drop it." Out of
Mm.
nowhere, and I was like, "Damn, that's pretty cool for a Taylor Swift
Yeah.
fan." Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
gotta get, we gotta get,
100%.
we gotta give people, their due when it comes to being nominated. But I think along with that, she comes out with another album right after,
Mm.
which the album art and the way that it was released, very similar to how Folklore was released. I just thought, as a package, Folklore, and I think the other albums like Evermore or something like that, I thought was a cool rollout. Yeah, her documentary that she came out, she had a lot of really cool promotional stuff for those albums. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm doing a lot of compensating for putting up this Taylor Swift nominee for some reason. But that's, that's how you know I'm not that big of a
No, it
Taylor
was
Swift
well
fan.
deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely well deserved. But there can only be one.
Right.
And the winner for best rollout of 2020 is After Hours by The Weeknd.
Of course.
This is his first award tonight. Maybe his only award, who knows? You know. But yeah, congrats to The Weeknd. Send this out to you.
Boom.
Yeah. There you go. I see the chat. The chat loves that.
Let's go. The
Oh
dub for the
man.
weekend, baby. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
The go. I mean,
There you go, guys.
anyone can attest. As much as I just praise Taylor Swift, I mean, the rollout for After Hours, I mean, oh my God. Like, can we just go back to that time for a moment? Like, the moment he started posting those cryptic images on Instagram and when Heartless
This is gonna be the
came
most
out.
mind-melting era.
Yeah. When I saw that caption, both of
Yeah.
us were like, I already know this is going to be a classic. This is going to be the
Ah,
greatest album.
man.
And from the jump, it delivered. And I think, in terms of just rollout, like, there was so much content for us to follow, yeah, like the track list, seeing no features. Like, there's so many things along the way where we're like, oh my God, he's releasing new music. It's mind melting. There's no features. We got Heartless. We get
The
Blinded
reveal of the
Lights.
I remember that?
Yeah. The title.
Oh
I
my
remember that.
God.
That was like a whole video. Like, yeah, you just had to be there. You just had to be there for the album, for the After Hours rollout. I mean, that was. I remember just how much anticipation was coming from every single post from the weekend. Man, good times.
I know. Amazing, man. Shout out to The Weeknd. We're coming up on the anniversary of After Hours dropping. So I
Yeah.
think in 3 days. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah. He made his own. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the rollout really is about, is making the world of the album more accessible to the listener. Because I'm sure the artist already knows everything about that world, front end, back end, but translating that to the audience and letting them know what they're in for, what the context is. No one did it better than The Weeknd last year.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
because of that, he won Best Rollout.
For sure. Yeah. Moving on, this is one of our, at least for me, one of my favorite categories. I think
Yeah,
it's
same
very
here.
very specific to us. It's you definitely will not see this category in any other award show. This category is for the best sad boy / sad girl track. What makes a sad boy / sad girl track? If it's about a breakup, if it's about anything depressing, and done in such a beautiful way that you would not mind hurting yourself listening to these heartbreaking lyrics because the song is so good.
if you are listening to a song and then all of a sudden you find yourself crying, that's a sad boy song for you.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
and these songs that are nominated, ooh, they're
Honestly,
they
we had some trouble with this one.
yeah.
I think there's some incredible songs on here.
Hmm.
This is one of those.
They'll have you send in some irresponsible text messages, that's
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, wiping away the tears. But let's get into the nominees.
Mm.
All right, for our nominees for the best sad girl or sad boy slash sad girl track, we have number one, "Hardest to Love" by The Weeknd. We have "Chocolate Pomegranate" by Ari Lennox. "Ill" by Joji. "Heartbreak Anniversary" by Giveon. "Good Days" by SZA, and "Damage" by Her.
Mm.
Man, all of these, dude, all these songs are really, really good. Like,
Uh,
I, I've been
I'm
listening ever since we've like been nominating these tracks. I've been listening to these songs specifically. I'm like, man, I don't know how to even choose. But yeah,
I know. Yeah. This is a I honestly don't even know. This is definitely the hardest category that we, had to decide who the winner was. Last, I think, yeah, we decided last night who the winner was, and
mm-hmm.
honestly, you could have gone with either one of these songs. All six of them are just like as sad as the other. But what's our catchphrase? Say it with me now.
There can only be one winner, baby.
There you go. Emilio, um, many people, the response to your question, many people broke our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the winner.
The winner. Yes, there can only be one. This was very hard, but I think the moment I listened to the winning track, I was like, "There's no debate." The best sad girl slash
Mhm.
sad boy track of 2020 for us was "Heartbreak Anniversary" by Giveon. If you can see that, I have it on my phone.
Boom.
But "Heartbreak Anniversary" by Giveon. Go check out that EP. Go check out
Congrats
that
to
song.
Giveon.
There you go, Giveon. We'll be sending you that in the mail. Um, man,
Mhm.
this song just is different. You know what I mean? It's just like I can feel the
The room is.
yeah, I can just feel
I was
him
gonna.
crying
Yeah.
as
The
he's
the room the room is deflating. Must be lifeless like me. Oh my god.
mm,
Those lyrics, bro.
oh my god. And the
Insane.
the high notes he hits on this, man.
Mm.
I will say that if we can give an honorable mention,
Mhm.
"Ill" by Joji definitely held its ground for a while during our nomination process here. But honestly, go listen to all these songs. They're incredible.
Yeah,
If you want to cry.
100%. Yeah. Uh, there you go. Yeah. So the next category that we got going on here is best up and coming artist. Now, this year was actually super, super cool because we had a lot of artists that, made their claim this past year and dropped a project that let us know that they're ready to take that next step, into superstardom. And man, I'm excited for these artists and excited what's to come. The nominees for best up and coming artist are Jack Harlow, Don Tolliver, Red Veil, Amine, Megan the Stallion, and D Smoke.
Yes, sir. All of these people are great. I mean, it's kind of crazy, like this category, the up and coming artists, because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like in this day and age, it's like I feel like there are so many, and it's like they're all really good in their own sense. Like just the sheer amount of new artists or like just people making music, I feel like has like quadrupled in the past,
Yeah.
decade or so, with streaming and stuff like that. And so trying to nail it down to, you know, maybe four or five or six of them was definitely hard. But I mean, do you want to go and say a little bit about each nominee?
Oh man, yeah, of course. Jack Harlow. He, you know what? he's pretty good. I know the gimmick is that he's like a white dude rapping, but he sounds like a Walmart Drake, which is not a bad artist to be, like a dollar version of or poor man's version of. So, not bad. Don Tolliver made a claim uh with Astroworld, right? His feature on what was the
Mm-hmm.
song?
On Can't Say.
Can't say. Yeah, we actually
Yeah.
saw him live on the Astroworld tour. That was really cool. His voice is kind of like a modernized Akon, which is so perfectly fits, the style of music that we're on right now. Red Veil, he is really up and coming, really underground. He's like 17 years old, creating songs in his room, and it sounds like Earl Sweatshirt if you took off the vocal filter, like
Yeah.
that makes his voice rough. That's how I describe Red Veil. Amine, man, he came onto the scene with Caroline, and then he
Classic.
had an album recently. What was it called again?
Limbo.
Limbo. Limbo. We reviewed it on our channel. You can go check that out somewhere in our channel below. But not right now. You're with us. But yeah, Amine, super cool. Megan the Stallion. Do I even really have to go into it? She, made a claim, dominated
Yeah.
2020, and yeah, she really had a lot of wins this year from in the Grammys. So pretty cool. And last but not least, D Smoke, the winner of season one, Rhythm and Flow. Really,
Yes. Great
he's
show.
like, yeah, yeah, the one season that it had,
Yeah.
and he is, if we're being honest, he's kind of a D poor man's Kendrick Lamar. He kind of does like some of the conceptual stuff. He sounds almost exactly like him.
Yeah.
And I've been treating his singles like they're Kendrick Lamar singles. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I personally like D Smoke. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Rhythm and Flow on Netflix, definitely check it out. It's very
Yeah.
interesting. It's like a cool competition where instead of like American Idol, it's like rappers basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, but D Smoke definitely stood out amongst uh all of the other competition. Like from the beginning, I was like, this guy's gonna make it. Like this guy's got it. I
Yeah.
think honestly, a lot of people, compare him to Kendrick Lamar, which is kind of inevitable. I think he is from Inglewood. Kendrick's from Compton. It's
Yeah.
like they both talk about similar things. I think the one difference that D Smoke brings to the table is that he can rap in Spanish, which actually makes his songs a lot more interesting, in my opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
think he just is able, when you're able to rhyme, I think he's able to rhyme both in Spanish and English, like
Crazy.
if you translate it, which is insane. But no, D Smoke's really cool. I think we're gonna get a really incredible D Smoke project in like 3 to 5 years.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
he did get or did he win a Grammy? I know he was nominated, but he's in the forefront. I
Yeah.
think he was nominated for like best rap album or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I think D Smoke is slowly going to find his niche and like his way in and his
Mm-hmm.
specific sound to separate him from Kendrick, and I think he can make a really, really, really good album and like just a great addition to just hip hop in general. So
Yeah.
a lot of potential in D Smoke. Um,
100%.
yeah.
But yeah,
And
I think we're ready to go ahead and announce the winner.
yes,
So
sir.
the winner for best up and coming artist via the OurThoughts Awards
Drum roll.
is Don Tolliver.
Yes,
Ladies
sir.
and gentlemen, the
Applause.
Don.
Applause.
Woo!
Crowd goes wild. I don't know if this is like
Yay.
I don't
Yeah.
know if this is a surprise to some of
Yeah.
you, but um yeah. What do you think? What do you think of Don Tolliver? I think after seeing him for the first time on Astroworld, kind of being introduced to his sound was so striking. I remember we both were like, "Who is that?" on
Mm-hmm.
Can't Say, and seeing where he started up until now. What do you think of him?
Man, the future looks so bright for him because I can imagine him just hopping on a song. I mean, he literally did it with Lemonade with Internet Money.
Mm-hmm.
Literally hopped on the song, uh, dropped the chorus that was, one of the biggest choruses this year, which we'll touch on in a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, insane. His voice is just so I don't know, you just feel something when you listen to his voice. Like I said, he's like a modernized Akon in all the best ways. I don't mean that as a slight at all. I'm excited to see what he drops. Heaven or Hell, his album that he dropped this past year, was incredible. Obviously it was just it dropped, I think, right before After Hours, so kind of got overshadowed.
Yeah.
But it was really one of the most memorable albums for me personally this past year. So yeah, Don Toliver, congrats to you.
Congrats. We'll be sending you that sixth grade trophy in the mail. But
it's fifth grade.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Don Toliver, I think, has shown his like star potential. He's used the Cactus Jack label to elevate himself into the forefront. Obviously, Travis Scott has helped with that a lot. And I think Don Toliver is just like, he has such a unique voice. I think a modernized Akon is such a great way to put it with like the way he uses the auto-tune and the high notes. It's like he can really do whatever he wants. Like the sounds that he reaches, the resonance that like I hear when I listen to his chorus on Lemonade, like it's just so addicting. And I'm like, damn, like that's Don Toliver. So I think he's done such a great way to carve his way in to the music industry, to be such a unique style that I think we just had to give him the best up-and-coming artist.
There you go. Yeah.
Man.
So, next category, man. Excited.
All right.
Oh, this one's actually kind of a bummer. So, sorry, guys. But go ahead.
I'm excited to read it.
Explain why.
Yeah. All right. I mean, this is is this a new category? We might have changed.
It is a new category.
Yeah, I think which sucks that we had to make a whole category for this. This is one of those downers. This is the biggest blue ball of the year award. I'm not going to explain what blue balls are, but I'll just explain what that means.
In the context of this award.
Yeah. Basically, these are this category is for the artist who teased us a little too much this year. Someone who didn't fulfill their promises, who maybe lied to us, maybe took us for granted.
Man.
I'm
starting to think this is not about the award.
This is for my ex. No, I don't even.
Oh, damn!
I don't even have an ex. No, but
just wise.
Right? Yeah. No, this is for artists who usually say, "Oh yeah, we drop it Monday. We locked in. New album coming soon."
But
and that album didn't come. That project never dropped, and we didn't get anything. The nominees for Blue Ball of the Year 2020 go to number 1, Kendrick Lamar, for leaking that he's filming a new music video and working on PG Lang, a new new label that he's starting. Nothing ever came from that. Number 2, we have The Weeknd. This one's kind of a cop-out, but The Weeknd's Blue Album Theory. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was Stephen Colbert. When we started getting rumors, when he performed on Stephen Colbert, we started getting rumors that there is a second Blue album, a sister album, I guess, to After Hours that was potentially dropping soon. We saw pictures of him in like the blue suit. There was all this imagery. This was all fan conspiracy. So we kind of blue balled ourselves here.
We blue balled the Blue album.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a letdown. He came on Twitter and was like, yeah, that shit's not happening. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I just poured my heart out to you guys in this album. Please just enjoy the one project I give you. Next, we have J. Cole. Um, man, J. Cole like said with his full chest, he's like, yeah, I'm dropping in fall of 2020. I'm dropping an album. Um,
Mm.
don't know where that is.
Yep.
We have our next nominee, Kanye West.
Of course.
I think we just have to always put him in here every year.
Yeah.
I think he has
Unfortunately.
been in a category like this in our Thoughts Awards for the past 3 years, including this year. We had, I mean, prior years it was Yandi.
Mhm.
This year it's Donda. Though
Mhm.
I hear speculation that Donda is not scrapped, that he could be working on Donda again.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
But I could just be getting double blue balled right now. So you never.
He might win back to back.
Yeah.
That is if he wins this one.
Right. And lastly, I think someone mentioned it already. They already called it Rihanna.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Shout out to Jamie Edwards for calling this
Yeah,
one.
I think it was Jamie. Yeah, Jamie Edwards called it Rihanna. Have to put Rihanna in here. I feel like she's always teasing music all the time. She's like, I think she posted like her in a studio once last year, and everyone was like, "Oh my god," and then nothing.
Yeah, and real quick, I have a theory. Hey, can you guys stop buying Fenty products? Because y'all are letting her know that she can just do fine with music, which is great for her, but terrible for us.
Yeah.
So stop buying every little blush or eyelash, lingerie setup you buy from Fenty could be like track 6 right there.
Right.
I could have been track 5. So
instead
just
they're releasing boycott Rihanna. Yeah. Bully Rihanna until she drops some music. How about that?
Yeah, I don't think we got to tell them to do that. I think they've been doing that for the past couple years.
We have a couple people in the chat. Premature. They're saying, what are we saying? Kanye definitely takes it for me. Kanye takes this one. Kanye or Kendrick for me. We're gonna give this award to the Blue Ball of the Year, Blue Ball of 2020. We're actually giving it to our guy, J. Cole, Blue Ball of the Year. Surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should clap or maybe everyone do a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Everyone, we get a boo in the chat.
There you go.
But
yeah.
Go ahead. I think you can explain this one.
Yeah. So basically, it was between Kanye, J. Cole, and maybe Kendrick, just because those were the people that we legit saw them working on something or they announced it. But where J. Cole kind of it was neck and neck, and where J. Cole kind of took the lead was the fact that he actually announced that he would be dropping it in 2020, and even put out, like, I think a list of, I think he said he was dropping 2 more albums or whatever. And Jamie, sorry, my bad, man. But
no, I told him to do that. Thumbs down. Thumbs down for J. Cole.
True. There you go. But yeah, he actually announced it, and here we are in 2021, still no album, and yeah.
I think what like you said, what really put us over the edge with J. Cole on this one is the fact that we've been blue balled by Kanye like 2 years in a row.
True, that's another part of it too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we kind of expect it, but J. Cole, when he announces an entire album that he's planning on dropping, he just posts like a track list. I remember he had like a piece of paper or something like that that he posted that had like all these songs on it, or either had songs or like a release date or something like that.
Yeah.
J. Cole is not one to lead us on. I'm sure for all of these projects that we nominated, COVID was a huge issue, and like
definitely
they can't really do anything about that. But it's like, come on, J. Cole, like the nice guy, the one that wouldn't let me that wouldn't let me down. Kanye, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I'm used to
Also,
the abuse. So
yeah, and Curry didn't Cole drop 2 songs. He did, which just made it even worse. Even worse, because those songs were really good. I think Snow on the Bluff, there was a Lion King on Ice, and then there was another one that was really good. But yeah, sorry, so 3 songs. But yeah, that just made it even worse because we're like, all right, we're expecting the album, but never came. So yeah, there you go. Blue Ball of the Year.
That's too bad.
Shout out to J. Cole, if that's something you want to be shouted out for. Um,
Yeah, but I think now is the time. We have those were a few of our were those all of our quick hitter rounds? Let me see.
no, it's not. It's not a quick hitter. I just took that out just because
Okay.
like it's kind of
Okay.
you know.
But yeah, those are a few of our first few nominations. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break for a dope segment that we have planned. We'll go ahead and switch over. You guys will see our thoughts on what we thought the best live performance of 2020 was real soon.
There you go. Hey guys, thanks for having us, Chesco, Matt. Like your guys' suits, the chain looks nice and all. But yeah, thanks for having us, and let's go over some of the best live performances. You know, I feel like this year especially because the quarantine and whatnot, artists have gotten to be more creative. You know, you see a lot more sets when they perform live. Yeah, what were some of your favorite performances this year?
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the most interesting things seeing in 2020 was how artists are going to perform. You saw a lot of people perform on their Instagram lives or even create entire experiences through TikTok and all these other creative platforms. But I think the one artist I think who stood out the most in terms of their live performances this year definitely will be The Weeknd. I know you guys have been waiting for us to say something about him. We just might as well give him his own little spotlight because he did such an incredible job,
Amazing job.
adapting and performing and bringing us along this journey during such a difficult year. We saw the first ever, live performance of Heartless on Stephen Colbert.
He also performed Blinding Lights on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
On Saturday Night Live, we got our first taste of Scared to Live.
Then for the Times 100, he performed Blinding Lights and In Your Eyes.
And at the MTV Music Awards, he performed an insane performance of Blinding Lights again.
The TikTok Experience, that's one of his most underrated performances. There was a medley of songs from After Hours and even premiered Over Now.
And at the American Music Awards, In Your Eyes and Save Your Tears were also performed.
Then the iHeart Jingle Ball happened, where he performed In Your Eyes and Save Your Tears.
And the Vivo After Hours Experience with an assortment of different live performances, all taking place in this one echo chamber, it seems like. We got Alone Again, Faith, In Your Eyes, songs we've been waiting for.
And last but not least, capped it all off with the Super Bowl, where he performed pretty much a medley of his entire career, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah. So I'd say The Weeknd definitely takes a cake for just best live performances this year. And I think we're a little bit biased since, he's a very open Our Thoughts fan, having seen our most popular video about his acclaimed album.
Not a flex at all, just facts. Just
Right.
facts.
Just facts. No flex.
But thank you to all artists, who tried to make our year a little more tolerable with these live performances, whether it be on, like Matt said, IG Live, on a talk show, or all that. Super cool. Thank you guys. Yeah, we'll throw it back to Chesco and Matt over at the awards show. And yeah.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy the show. All right.
Wow.
All right. Wow.
Those handsome people right
look at
there,
those,
right?
Look at those spokesmen right there,
Those
just
studs.
delivering that incredible analysis and best performance award or shout out to The Weeknd.
Yeah. Congrats to him, man. Absolutely killed it all year last year, man.
Definitely.
Couldn't have done it. Couldn't have thought of like a better, concept, or just the way he handled 2020, man. Amazing.
Yeah.
With all the
seriously.
live performances, amazing.
Yeah, I think I was very surprised at how much he was able to do. I know that how many restrictions he must have gone through, but I think it helped that this album was so personal and only about him that he was able to just be him in these performances for most of them. But I mean, if you guys remember, I think either the MTV or whatever, the one where he's on the skyline, looks like he's literally on the Stark Industries freaking tower and like there's
Yeah.
fireworks going on behind him. I was like, man, this guy is doing something else. Like he's really making the most of this year for live performances. So I think it's pretty obvious who was gonna take this one.
100%, man. Super happy. Apparently, we're getting a documentary on his Super Bowl performance and how he prepped all that. It's gonna be like a full 90-minute thing.
No
So
way. Wait,
that's gonna be
really?
fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I did
yeah.
not hear that,
Yeah, I
bro.
was actually trying. I was gonna mention it on our Super Bowl performance video, which is something that we made. Go check it out on our YouTube channel if you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know when that's coming out, but that's whenever that comes out. Maybe we'll do a quick video on that. And
Dude, definitely. That's crazy. I mean, the Weekend documentary. I've heard this man speak
yeah,
like 4 times.
yeah,
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's news to
man,
me.
yeah, he's amazing, man. All right, well, yeah, well, enough of the Weekend for now. We'll get to him in a little bit, but so moving on to the next category, we got one of our favorite categories. This was another one that, just like the Sad Boy one, it took us a while. It took us a bit. We had some deliberation. Chairs were thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Tears were shed. Friendships were broken and reunited.
Yeah. I almost didn't show
Yeah,
up.
here we are. Yeah, yeah. We thank God we worked that out though. But best hook and chorus. That's the next category we got coming up. And yeah, these were the songs that we just couldn't get out of our heads, all year. And yeah, I think let's go ahead and announce the nominees. So the nominees for best hook and chorus are, and I expect Matt to be singing all the hooks. Now I'm just kidding as I go on.
Yeah.
But first nominee, Hit Different by SZA. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Four Things by Freddie Gibbs. Guilty Conscience by 070 Shake, 070 Shake. And Lemonade by Internet Money.
All of these songs are bops to me. This was such a difficult category. I mean, when we talk about best hook, when we talk about best chorus, it's like, what is which song basically has the most catchy, not only catchy, but lyrically dense chorus. I think that's kind of like what we were kind of where we were going towards when we are trying to pick a winner, was that
Yeah.
a chorus can be repeating the same word over and over, and it's like, yeah, that's super catchy,
Yeah.
but then it's like, well, you can have an incredibly written chorus and hook that ties in all these themes of the whole song, and it's like there's different levels to what the best chorus, what the best hook of a song can be. All of these songs have a little bit of both of those aspects. I mean,
Yeah.
Hit Different, even though it's kind of repeating the same line, like Hit Different, it's that repetition, it's that the beat, the swing of it that makes it so addicting to listen to. Lemonade, like, man, like that song literally, if you guys haven't seen the live performance, I don't know what they performed it on or what show or award show it was, but it was all of them. It was like Don Toliver, Nav, and Gunna performing Lemonade with a live band. And after I watched that, I was like, all right, this song is a classic, because it's so perfect in its delivery. One of the few Nav features I can enjoy. Don Toliver, like, kicks it out of the park. It's like, again, we were just talking about how insane Don Toliver's vocal range is and what it can do. I can go back and forth on all of these songs, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like I said, we had a tough time picking this one, but the winner, I feel like, is one of those songs that you can just scream out like when you're playing it in your car.
Yes.
And it literally feels good to hear this song.
Yeah.
The way that it goes, and it just, yeah. So enough anticipation. I think you guys are ready to know who the winner is. So the winner for best hook and chorus goes to,
Drum roll.
I can already feel some people getting mad. Guilty Conscience by 070 Shake.
Yes,
70
sir.
Shake.
070 Shake.
There it is. That's how you say it.
Clap.
070 Shake.
Claps in the chat. I think somebody called it, actually. Who was that?
Yeah. Shout out to Jamie Edwards again, calling out.
Damn, Jamie Edwards.
Yeah, you called out Rihanna being nominated. And congrats on calling 070 Shake Guilty
Dude,
Conscience.
That is, I'm impressed. He might have access to this document or something, because
Yeah, you hacked this? the awards leak?
I think our Google account just got hacked or something.
Yeah.
No, but, yeah, Jamie is on it. But no, Guilty Conscience, like, man, if you guys haven't actually listened to the whole project, Modus Vivendi by 070 Shake, oh my god, incredibly produced. You might recognize her vocals from Kanye's project Ye. She does vocals on Ghost Town, I think, part 1
Ghost
and 2.
Town.
Yeah. She incredible vocalist. Someone said it's very nostalgic. Definitely agree. It's this futuristic nostalgia that she's tapping into for that whole album. So if you like that sound, go check out Modus Vivendi by 070 Shake. But Guilty Conscience, I think I mentioned to you, Chesco, like, there are certain songs that I consider like timeless that I can always play. One of those being Plain Jane by A$AP Ferg. This is another one of those songs. Guilty Conscience, I feel like it can come up in any context and just make sense. And I think it's that catchy. It's that the vibe is just so right, especially with that chorus, that it just made sense to just give it to 070 Shake, our girl, 070 Shake.
Yeah, shout out. Congrats to you. Best hook and chorus. Now, the next category is another one of those original awards that we came up with. It's actually a staple. It's actually our staple award, I feel like. Yeah, we started all the way back on the inaugural Our Thoughts Awards, which you guys can go check out. I re-uploaded them, and you can check them out in a playlist on our channel at some point, you know. And yeah, Matt, if you want to go ahead and reveal the nominees for the Nicki Minaj Award, aka the biggest L.
The biggest L. Man, I think I speak for both of us when we say this award holds a very special place in our hearts every year. This is a year-long process to get the nominees for for this award. We are actively like, who is taking the biggest L's this year in the industry? And we mentally we note it, and we kind of follow the story and see where it ends up. But the reason why it's called the Nicki Minaj Award is because back in 2018, when Astroworld came out, Nicki Minaj went on blast about it was like losing to Astroworld, or
not being number one that week, I think.
Yeah, that's what it was. She she went on blast about not losing her number one spot when she dropped, what was the album, Queen or something? I don't
Queen.
Yeah. When she dropped Queen and Astroworld came out, she blamed ticket sales. She blamed coupling digital albums with merch. She even blamed Travis Scott's newborn child and Kylie Jenner for her album not getting the number one spot on Billboard for that year. And this was like a whole story back in 2018. I don't know if you guys remember.
At one point, I believe she compared herself to Harriet Tubman because of her leadership and the liberation of artists from labels and all that. Fun stuff.
Harriet Tubman, Nicki Minaj. So I'm sure there's a lot of other things she said. She went on like Twitter rants. Anyway, that's the story behind the That's the story behind the name of the Nicki Minaj Award, in parentheses, biggest L. Our nominees for the biggest L of 2020. Number 1, we have the man himself.
The boy himself.
The boy himself. The dude himself.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez. If you guys don't remember Tory Lanez, bro just straight up shot Megan Thee Stallion.
And he is parading around like he knows something we don't.
Yeah.
And I promise you that he doesn't know something we don't.
Yeah. He made a whole album
super weird
denying the allegations. He made a whole album denying that he shot someone. Number 2 of our nominees, we have Takashi 6ix9ine. I have here, we nominated him because he was clout chasing with dead people's names, buying views and streams, and all the money he spends on security just to go out the house, and trying to bribe other artists and troll, and then only selling 45,000 units after coming out of prison.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an L right there. We have our third nominee, Chance the Rapper. I don't know if you guys remember when The Big Day came out. I don't know if you've suppressed that memory. But just a whole mess, right? Chance the Rapper, after receiving major criticisms for The Big Day, he went on Twitter, another Twitter rant, literally calling out random kids online. He was just like cyberbullying.
I remember he told one kid to like eat a dick, even though he was like as respectful as hell. He was like, you know, like all these other people are hating, but I personally just didn't like the album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's my personal opinion. Eat a dick. Yeah, okay. All right. The good Samaritan, Chance the Rapper.
Yeah. Yeah, and just the whole debacle with The Big Day and how he was responding to the hate. Man, that was another L. And last but not least, we have the Recording Academy, aka the Grammys. We're nominating the entire Recording Academy, the whole show, the whole Grammys show, for the biggest L, for not making any. Well, I mean, this is an obvious thing, not making any effort to just understand today's music, but also for the whole Weekend issue with refusing to nominate After Hours or The Weeknd for anything, not even a nomination. And then also receiving barely 50% of their regular viewership per year. They received less than half of their usual viewers this year. Wow. And that's probably because everyone was watching The Weeknd perform at the Super Bowl. So another L, man. Yeah, fuck the Grammys. I mean,
yeah, I don't even know what to say to the Grammys except I don't know. You guys missed out. Man. But also with actually, I don't really have anything to say. You kind of nailed it, to be honest.
I think I'm seeing a lot of projections in the chat. We're seeing some say 6ix9ine, some saying the Grammys. Surprised Playboy Cardi wasn't nominated. That's another one.
Wow.
The Scammies,
Wow.
Anyway, shall we reveal who took the biggest L of 2020?
I think it's about that time, Matt.
The winner of the Nicki Minaj Award, in parentheses, biggest L of 2020 is, drumroll, the Recording Academy, a.k.a. the Grammys. The Scammies, the Blammies, I see you on the chat. Yes, sir.
Guys, that was fun, right? That was fun dunking on the Academy as a collective unit, you know?
As a collective
you guys took
unit.
part in it. Yeah, we got to take part in it. I think that was just like a whole experience for us. And yeah, I think it was well deserved, man. To not nominate The Weeknd for a single category is a little ridiculous. It's insane. And just objectively, and I know that's not a good phrase to use because objectively is, whatever, but objectively that album deserved to be nominated for something, man.
Something.
And obviously something, we all knew something was cooking when that happened, and then it was revealed that it was because he chose the Super Bowl over performing for the Grammys. Yeah, Matt is about to be, by the time when we get to the record of the year, he's about to be just blackout wasted.
Should I open another beer, kitchen boy? Let me know. I'm about to go to the kitchen and
Hmm.
get another beer. Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, man, I think the reason why we gave it to the Recording Academy outside of the whole weekend thing is like it just was so transparent how rigged these award shows are. Like
Yeah.
Abel himself said, there's like secret, secret societies that are have their own motives and agendas when it comes to picking the big winners, like record of the year or artist of the year. That's a whole other, um, that's a whole other group of people deliberating on who wins. It's like there's just so much politics. There's so many, it's just gross, the way that
Yeah.
these award shows go about. And I have my critiques about the Oscars. I have my critiques about the Emmys, but the Grammys for me is, I think, just the worst out of all of them so far. Um,
Doesn't it feel
yeah,
like we're about to have like a revolution or something, or some kind of like the downfall of the Grammys,
I pray.
if it's not already starting? Yeah, we're praying for them, for their downfalls, if we're being honest, because I just don't get a lot of their process. I don't get, they always go with the safe option,
Yeah,
just look at not to spoil some of our reactions to the Grammys, but yeah, they went with a lot of safe options and for the winners, and I don't know, it's just fake.
it's
It's
all
all
fake.
fake.
It's all
It's
fake.
all fake, but we're real. This is real. This
This is
award
the
is
Our
real.
Thoughts Awards.
Our
This is not the
integrity,
Grammys.
our
Yeah,
integrity is real, and we're ready to award the people that truly deserve it. But yeah, yeah, Baby Yoda, he's right over there, and he might,
oh yeah.
uh, yeah, right over, right. I can never do this. Right over
There you
here.
go.
You can look at my finger. There you go. There I am. Zayn Malik, yeah, he also dissed the Grammys. Good on him, man. He I feel like he could make a good project. I haven't really listened to some of his music, but I like his aesthetic and all that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think so the Recording Academy, congrats to you for getting the Nicki Minaj award. Biggest
biggest
L.
L.
Previous winners, of course, Nicki Minaj and Chance the Rapper. Those are our two previous winners from the last 2 years, respectively. And
Mm-hmm.
now the Recording Academy joins them. Shout out to them. Now, the next category is a really fun category, in my opinion. It's one of the ones I look forward to getting the nominees up, on the list. And it's Line of the Year. Now, hook and chorus were obviously the hooks and choruses that we couldn't get out of our head. But these were the lines that made us, that stuck out to us in our minds, and really in some cases became Instagram captions. In some cases were just super hard bars that we absolutely loved. And on the other end, you got a song, not songs, lyrics that are just straight up change the meaning of a song or an album even. And yeah, these nominees really, really like nailed it on the head whenever they were writing this. They definitely took a break whenever they wrote these lines. But yeah, yeah. So the nominees for Line of the Year are Freddie Gibbs, 1985. The line is, "I can smell the cane burning." Michael Jordan, 1985. Bitch, I travel with a cocaine circus. Man,
That's called
I feel aggressive just
motherfucking
saying that.
bars.
Yeah, yeah. um, Next nominee is Working on the Weekend Like Usual. Drake, Life is Good. Now the next nominee is I ended up in the back of a flashing van with the city shining on my face. That's on Faith by The Weeknd. Next nominee is My Health Good, My Mama Good, My People Too, and They Only Want to Have Good Times like Josh Safdie. That's by on a song by West Side Gun, 327 featuring Tyler the Creator, and that line was said by Tyler. And last nominee, And Every Day on the Evening News, They Feed You Fear for Free, and you so numb. You watch the cops choke out a man like me until my voice goes from a shriek to whisper, I can't breathe. And that's by Walking Through the Snow, or that's on Walking Through the Snow by Killer Mike.
Yes. So we have a lot of very this category is always really really interesting because it's either lines that circled through the media circus, circled through everyone repeating them, or were just iconic in their delivery or what they said. A lot of times that's Drake. Obviously, whenever Drake drops something, it automatically becomes some white girl's Instagram caption. So that, in a sense, we have to nominate because I mean, like Drake, his influence.
She said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly.
Right.
My bad.
But I think what I love about these specific nominees of this year is that they're all great lines. The penmanship of all of them. There's so much meaning behind each one. I'm thinking of Killer Mike from Run the Jewels on Walking Through the Snow, talking about Black Lives Matter and and then the murder of George Floyd, like very topical and delivered in a way that really opened my eyes to another person's perspective of the whole situation. And then we have someone like Freddie Gibbs living one of the hardest lines that I've heard on his opening track of his album 1985, the one that I can smell the cane burn in Michael Jordan 1985, bitch I travel with cocaine circus. Like,
yeah, love that line because if in case you guys didn't watch the Last Dance documentary about Michael Jordan, the team that he had on his rookie team during his rookie season was so undisciplined. They're always partying. They were actually called the Traveling Cocaine Circus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And then you have, just iconic. I think Tyler, the Creator himself, he comes up with such poignant lyrics that just stick out to me, and the things that he talks about, it's just like, it just makes listening to his features, not let alone his songs, that much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, somebody said, Faith by The Weeknd, obviously had to get that in. Some of his most iconic lines in the whole album on that song. So there's a lot of heavy hitters in this category.
100%. Yeah. But
there can only be one.
And the winner for this year's Line of the Year goes to Tyler, the Creator, for my health good, my mama good, my people's too, and they only want to have good times like Josh Safdie.
Classic.
Now, we didn't actually
Iconic
explain
line.
this line. We didn't explain this line. If you wanted to go ahead and drop some knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. I think Tyler, we've had this category Line of the Year all 3 years of the OurThoughts Awards, but we've never ever, I don't think, ever given it to Tyler, Creator. And I think it was between the Freddie Gibbs and Tyler lines. Freddie Gibbs is an incredible lyricist. Go listen to Alfredo or any of his latest projects. He's one of the best rappers out right now. But I think with this line, especially with it being on the West Side Gun album, Pray for Paris, I think somebody in the chat mentioned that. Definitely listen to that. What I love about this line, I have never heard somebody name drop Josh Safdie in a song before.
Yeah.
Josh Safdie being one of my favorite directors of all time. And basically Tyler, the Creator, tying that in with one of my favorite films of all time called Good Time. I want to have good times like Josh Safdie. Basically also boasting about loving life, being grateful for your life, and being grateful for having his mom in his life, being grateful for his friends, and they all want to have good times like Josh Safdie. So I think at a time like this, a happy lyric like that, I think deserves the win.
100%. And in case you guys are curious, our previous winners from this category in previous award shows were in 2018, obviously God's Plan. She said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. What is it? I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. And in 2019, it was our boy The Weeknd, with "Never Need a Bitch, I'm What a Bitch Need."
Right.
Amazing lyricism.
Amazing line.
Yeah, but incredible. Shout out to Tyler again. Amazing line. The
Man,
vibes we needed on that song for sure.
exactly.
100%.
All right, moving on to our next category. Another awesome. I love this category because I feel like it's an ability for us to highlight an artist who maybe hasn't put out anything very big or anything of their own, but they're working their ass off, getting their features in for the entire year. This is different than the best feature on a track. This is the best feature run category. What that means is each of these artists who are nominated had incredible features all throughout 2020. And let me get into the nominees. Number 1, we have nominated for best feature run, Future, on his song Snitchin' and Desires. We got Lil Baby on the songs For the Night and Face of My City, Jack Harlow. We got Young Thug on D4L, Out West, Dollars on My Head. We got Tyler the Creator on 327, Pray for Paris, Something to Rap About with him and Freddie Gibbs. We got The Weeknd on Off the Table, Ariana Grande. Christmas Blues, Sabrina Claudio, and Hawaii Remix, Maluma. I think that's it. Yeah. I think, man, there's a lot of...
It's a
stacked category.
Stacked category.
Yeah.
For sure. Jinx. You could really go anywhere with this, you know. The Weeknd had one of the most underrated feature runs, in my opinion. I guess it's not underrated since we nominated it for an award, but it was really good. It was, if you weren't really paying attention to some of the songs he was featured on, they were really good. Christmas Blues, gonna be playing it all season long next holiday, and obviously Drake's gonna come in every year and nail a couple of feature tracks. You know, Mr. Right Now. I know Matt doesn't really feel that track, but you know, it has some of the most memorable lines. I actually almost had it in the line of the year category. He says, what was it? She said she want to fuck to some scissor weight but I used to date SZA back in '08. So that was a really fun line. And yeah. And also Lil Baby has been just sauteing everything he's been on for the past year. Yeah. He's incredible. But
there can only be one. There can only be one winner for each category. That's how it works.
Oh, Post Malone. He had a couple songs last year that were pretty good too. Yeah. Definitely, Kyler.
Yeah, definitely. I think for this one, coming out of the weeds a little bit, never ever given an award to the winner of this category.
Yes.
The winner for, in our opinion, the best feature run of 2020 is our guy, rap legend, rap god, Young Thug.
Congrats to him. I love how that we just say every person who wins is like our guy or
our guy,
girl, you know, our best friend, our BFF, Young Thug.
Our homie, Young Thug. I think we really wanted to give Young Thug this award because of how neglected I feel like he is at all award shows. I know that he's not the most artful or, you know, nothing along the lines of like Kanye or something like that, but I think Young Thug, you know, puts his work in, and he's influenced so many rappers and so many trap artists in the game. And this year, Out West, huge TikTok song, did numbers. Dollars on My Head by Gunna. He even had that song with Chris Brown that was all over the radio. D4L on Dark Lane demo tapes. Young Thug put in the work this year, and every single one of those songs hits. If you haven't listened to So Much Fun, if you like Young Thug, if you like Lil Baby, if you like Gunna, you'll probably like Young Thug since they all are kind of similar, if to say the least. But Young Thug, definitely well deserved. Definitely someone who is not who's underrepresented in the awards circle. So
yeah.
That's
100%.
Our best feature run 2020.
Bam. There you go. Now, we got one more category before we have another segment of highlights for 2020. But this one is for most anticipated album. That's the category we got coming up. And this one is the album that didn't even need a rollout to get hype. You
Right.
know, we were already hyped. They didn't even need to make an Instagram post, even though sometimes it helps. But this one could have dropped on a random, Tuesday, random Wednesday, and it would have done numbers just because of the hype it got. So the nominees for most anticipated album are After Hours by The Weeknd, A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica, Eternal Atake by Lil Uzi Vert, Whole Lotta Red, Playboy Cardi, The Slow Rush by Tame Impala, and Run the Jewels 4 by Run the Jewels.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you, Emmanuel Vega, yet again. Appreciate you, brother.
Man, another stacked category here. I mean, we got After Hours, we got Whole Lotta Red, we got Eternal Atake. If you guys are in the music scene, you know how anticipated some of these albums are.
Yeah.
How long have we been hearing? How long have you guys been seeing comments on Instagram, on random people's Instagram, saying, "Drop Whole Lotta Red"?
Yeah.
Drop Eternal Atake. That hype was different. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah. And then A Written Testimony, definitely another one of those picks. We hadn't gotten a Jay Electronic album in forever.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we hear that he's collabing with arguably the greatest rapper of all time, Jay-Z. And it's just like, wow, like where could this album go?
Right.
Incredible.
I mean,
and obviously After Hours with The Weeknd, we really don't even need to go into that just because y'all know, me and Matt know, we know. And yeah. So the winner for most anticipated album is
drumroll, please.
Whole Lotta Red.
Oh,
Playboy Cardi. Congrats to you.
Congrats, Playboy Cardi.
Another award for you.
A dub.
A dub for Whole Lotta Red.
The Vamp anthem.
Yeah.
This might come as a surprise for some of you.
Yeah, definitely. After Hours is definitely anticipated. Eternal Atake, obviously. Lil Uzi is one of those artists that we're constantly keeping a tracker of. When is he dropping?
Right.
And man, yeah.
I think what put Whole Lotta Red over the edge for both of us, correct me if I'm wrong, is that After Hours, The Weeknd is pretty consistent on when he drops projects. It's
every 2-3 years.
Yeah, every 2 to 3 years we expect a new Weeknd project. If that's an album, if that's an EP, always kind of, The Weeknd is very good about when and how often he drops a project. When it comes to Whole Lotta Red, that album has been anticipated since 2 albums ago, or a whole other project by Playboy Cardi during his Die-Lit phase. At a Die-Lit concert, he's like, Whole Lotta Red, dropping soon. That's in 2018. Yeah. That's how long we've been anticipating Whole Lotta Red to drop. And so just on pure numbers,
frustration.
Yeah. Just bro, is this dropping or not? I remember, if you guys follow the Playboy Cardi Reddit,
Playboy
Cardi Reddit, they would literally post every single Friday that Whole Lotta Red would not drop. They were waiting every week for that album. Yeah. Obviously, After Hours, very anticipated. The moment he started the rollout, I was like, okay, I'm ready. But the rollout for Whole Lotta Red technically started in 2018, and the hype kept building and building and building over all those years. So I think that's why we gave it the dub for this category.
Yes, sir. Congrats to Playboy Cardi. I believe this is his first OurThoughts award. So
yes,
congrats to you, man. Your career is validated now. you could retire now and say that you won an Our Thoughts award.
There
So
you go.
shout out to you, man.
There you go. Yeah.
So we actually got another segment coming up. We're gonna bring back some of that special guest we had on earlier, and we're gonna have him talk about some of the best EPs of 2020. Now, what is an EP? Well, we'll let them tell you.
Right. Sending it over to a less fancy dressed Matthew and Chesco coming in.
Losers.
Yeah. Coming to you right now for our favorite EPs of 2020.
How's it going for you beautiful, beautiful party people out in the audience today? Y'all look amazing. It's us again, and we just wanted to go ahead and spotlight some EPs from this past year that we absolutely love. You know, some artists wanted to drop some music, but didn't exactly want to drop an album, which is, you know, totally understandable, especially with a pandemic going on, not being able to tour. That affects everything. We get it. We appreciate the fact that you were able to drop music anyways. Yeah, Matt, just in case anyone in the audience didn't really know what an EP was, you want to go ahead and drop some knowledge on them?
Yeah, so to us, our definition of an EP is a project sub 20 to 30 minutes, less than 15 songs, and usually is labeled EP on Spotify. We got a lot of awesome projects from this past year. A lot of people, I feel like, slept on some EPs. I'm going to tell you a couple EPs that I think you might have slipped on. We have, first up, my boy, Jay Weil, Our Thoughts alum. We got Better Times EP from Jay Weil. Super dope album art and everything like that. But Jay Weil, I've been a fan of him since, you know, Blue Patio and all his other EPs and singles and stuff like that. If you guys have not checked him out, please check him out. He's a great R&B artist. Follow him on Twitter. He posts music that he makes every day. If you guys are interested in listening to our conversation with Jay Weil from a few years ago, you can go ahead and check that out on our YouTube channel. Next one I want to highlight, Party Pack, Party Next Door. Party Pack, I think, wasn't his strongest work, but it was just nice to hear Party Next Door again and for him to put out some sort of body of work. And last but not least, we have my man, OPN, or I'm going to try and attempt to say this. I think it's one O Tricks Point Never, something like that. He is a producer. He's a DJ. He's done movie scores. You probably heard his work on After Hours with The Weeknd. We get some guest features on there. We got The Weeknd coming in with the vocals on No Nightmares. Great song. Very underrated. I don't even know if people even know it exists, so go check that out. But yeah, those are my recs, some of the EPs I enjoyed over 2020.
Now, as for some of my favorite EPs from this past year, definitely got to start with Take Time by Giveon, man. Obviously, an Our Thoughts Award winner tonight. Congrats. But yeah, Take Time, Giveon, really great EP. Definitely go check that out for some quarantine sad boy vibes. Next EP I want to highlight, Magic 8 Ball by Mac Ayres. Flawless from top to bottom. And you guys may know him from songs like Easy, Take It Slow. Really great artist. Can't wait to see what else he comes up with. The next EP I want to highlight, Niagara by Red Veil. And the thing that pisses me off the most about this album is the fact that this dude is 17 years old and is producing this entire album by himself in his room, pretty much. If I were to describe his music, it would be kind of like, it'd be like Earl Sweatshirt, but if you took off the voice filter, and the bars they can either be really, you know, reminiscent and heartfelt, or they can be as aggressive as Joe Budden playing basketball.
Right.
An amazing EP, and last but not least, in fact, it's my favorite EP from this past year, Maria Isabel's Stuck in the Sky. Again, my EP of the year. Man oh man, quarantine music at its finest. You'll have some of the saddest songs you'll ever hear, some of the loveliest songs you'll ever hear by a pretty lovely person who can ruin my life. So that's about it from us over here. Let us know in the chat what your favorite EPs were. Shout out to you guys again. Thank you for sticking around. Matt, Chesco, go ahead and take it away, please.
See you later. There you have it. Some of our favorite EPs of 2020. What did you think about the EPs? I thought it was interesting. who decided to drop an EP and who decided to drop a full project this year.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, it was pretty cool for these artists to go ahead and drop something when they didn't really have to. Obviously, with the pandemic going on, I'm just quoting myself now. That's weird. But yeah, with the pandemic going on, touring affects not being able to tour affects a lot of things because that's actually where a lot of artists get their revenue. Is merch and touring, and a lot of merch gets sold on tours. So but it was just so great to see some of these artists drop EPs anyways. And, of course, there's a little bit of it leaves you wanting more, which is the point of an EP, just a little drop, a little
Yeah.
sample of something good, and to leave you wanting to come back. And I think we got that from these artists that we highlighted. Yeah, what'd
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was surprised how many people actually dropped whole albums this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, given the restrictions of COVID and everything they had to deal with, we are waiting on a couple. Hold on, adjusting the light. Waiting on a couple big hitters to drop their albums, but
Kendrick Travis.
right.
Sorry, I'll get some water.
But there were a lot of EPs I didn't talk about. Six Lack, pronounced Black, dropped an EP, 6-piece hot EP, whatever it's called.
Yes, yeah, totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there are so
super
many
dope.
projects, and I'm glad that artists were able to put out some body of work this year. I'm sure not having that ability to be in the studio, it's stunting their creative process, but we got some really great projects in terms of EPs or short form albums this year. And yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested in any of those albums that we just talked about, go ahead and check this out on Spotify. Let us know what you think. But yeah, I think that does it for EPs. Shall we move on to the next category? We're on the home stretch here.
Yeah, this one's really fun. This category is pretty cool because there were a lot of artists who were taking breaks for some reason between, for the last 2 or 3 years, and it was really cool to see some of them back, and
Yeah.
that's why this category will be highlighting, some of the comeback artists of the year.
For sure. Yes. This next category.
In terms of
Oh,
in terms of coming back after a hiatus or break, not just like coming back from a slump or whatever,
Yeah.
or like a bad album.
yeah.
That's what I mean by comeback artist of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, obviously, next category, comeback artist of the year of 2020. Our nominees. We have Bryson Tiller, Playboy Cardi, Jay Electra, Kid Cudi, Lil Uzi Vert, SZA, Amine, and Bobby Shmurda.
The ultimate comeback.
The ultimate comeback. I had to throw Bobby Shmurda in there. Come back from jail, bro. Come back from prison.
Yeah. The ultimate comeback was his hat coming back to him like Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Right.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda. He looks like he's having the time of his life out and about with his mask on, obviously.
He's a free man.
And shout out to him. He must be feeling so good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of these nominees are interesting.
Yeah.
We have, like you mentioned, I think is an important point that these are artists who have come back from a hiatus, whether that's 2+ years of not releasing music, and people begging them to release music, and this is their comeback. And so, I mean, people like we mentioned, Lil Uzi, Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 3 by Kid Cudi. How many people were anticipating that, So I think for all these artists, I think the one I want to highlight right now, I'd say as an honorable mention, not the winner. For me, will probably be Amine. An artist we've made only like one video on.
Yeah.
But for me, Amine was nothing more than a SoundCloud rapper, someone who makes really quirky and dumb and fun songs to play at a party. Nothing really more. But
Mm-hmm.
when he dropped Limbo and the deluxe of Limbo,
Mm-hmm.
I think he came back. I think he kind of redefined himself as an artist, redefined himself as a rapper, and someone to a real player like in the industry, in my opinion. What did you think of that album,
Yeah.
especially coming off of something like Caroline to something like Limbo?
I think it did a great job in showing how versatile he is. Like he is singing songs on there, like Compensating featuring Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that song
Another Young Thug
is a
feature.
straight like yeah, there you go. Is a radio classic. I feel like I can easily imagine hearing that on the radio. And he's doing the hook. He is doing the hook and he's rapping on some of these songs, and which we already knew he could do. Like on Shining, and there was, I think, Blinds.
Mm-hmm.
Blinds is like a 40-second interlude, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like one of my favorite, rapping songs by him. But Limbo, man, this really showed that he can put it all together. He can put all the
Yeah,
qualities together and be, that's why we also nominated him for up and coming artists. Is we feel like he could be, a superstar, or
definitely.
maybe not a superstar, but a star in the industry, and
Yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
of those names that um, yeah. So Amine, if I were to highlight an artist, I would probably go with Bryson Tiller. Not just because, not necessarily because he had the best comeback, but he came back, which is crazy. Like I thought for a second there we lost him. I thought he was done.
Yeah.
He seemed happy with, you know, what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He has a family, and also the pressure of having to drop an album better than Trap Soul, which is just like one of the classic albums of 2016. Did you get a chance to listen to Anniversary?
I did. I did listen to Anniversary. I thought he was coming out. Did he come out with like a deluxe or something like that? Uh,
He came out with the deluxe very recently. Yeah,
yeah,
it had like Rambo and uh, just another interlude. Classics,
yeah,
classics. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Bryson Tiller, an artist I didn't expect to see come back this year at all. Especially with what seemed to be like a sequel to Trap Soul. Or
Mm-hmm.
just a continuation of Trap Soul, one of the most iconic R&B albums of our time. But yeah, I think there's so many of these artists who I think made a great comeback this year. But I think there's one artist who, in my opinion, made the biggest splash, made the biggest difference, and probably the most deserving of this comeback artist of the year award. Shall we? Drum roll.
We shall.
Drum roll, please. The comeback artist of the year 2020 is. Let me get the results. SZA. SZA,
mm.
the girl SZA, Solana, comeback artist of 2020, in my opinion. And I already know that she's going to come even harder in 2021. But even with just 2 songs released in 2020, she made such a splash in not only just the music scene, but on TikTok and like on all the major platforms in the mainstream. The people were waiting for the next SZA era since Control because of
Yeah.
how big of an impact that made on just R&B and just music in general. And I think from Hit Different and Good Days, just from those 2 tracks, she's already making waves. So,
Yeah. One factor that came into this, because we did actually we did have some deliberation about this, but I think
mm-hmm,
the key was how how big of a splash did you make in the time that you came back, and also like what was the reception, how
mm-hmm,
positive was it? And obviously Playboy Cardi coming back after a long period of time between Die Lit and a Whole Lot of Red. You got Bryson Tiller, like I said before,
mm-hmm,
Kid Cudi, all that, all came out with great stuff. But SZA came out with, you know, one of the most catchy, iconic songs of the year, Hit
mm-hmm,
Different. Also came out with one of the saddest, most like, it's the mood we're all in quarantine, is Good Days.
yeah,
And she's just been stuck on our rotation forever. And because of that, after such a long hiatus, it feels like such a long time since we've gotten Control. She came back, did her thing, and because of that, she gets comeback artist of the year. Congrats to you, SZA.
absolutely. I'm
Come to see
anticipating
you.
There you go. I'm anticipating her project. I am almost certain it'll come out this year. And when it does, we will most definitely give our thoughts on it. Sis is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Mm,
And
yeah,
getting anything from her is a gift. Getting 2 tracks, both of them being incredible songs, is even better.
Queen, absolutely. Now, this one's gonna be a bit of a bummer. It's been a while since we've had a bummer award, but this one coming up is, whew, it's rough. Next category is most disappointing album. I feel like it's
Mm.
pretty, straightforward. I feel like it gets the point across. But the nominees for most disappointing album are Jack Boys by Cactus Jack label, Love Goes by Sam Smith, Blame It on Baby by the Baby, 31520 by Childish Gambino, Changes by Justin Bieber, and Cool Tape Volume 3 by Jaden Smith. I want to get your guys' thoughts on most disappointing album, so definitely leave it in the chat. But
Yeah.
but yeah, what struck out to you from this nominee list?
Uh, probably probably Jaden Smith. I mean, without going too deep into, without revealing the winner of the category,
Mm-hmm.
um, Jaden Smith has been missing lately. Like Iris, I wasn't a fan. Sire, I was a fan of. I saw it in concert. Great album to see live.
Mm-hmm.
Conceptually, that album was really cool. Never really seen something like that. Felt like it was world building. Felt like it was something different
Mm-hmm.
and kind of definitely portraying his influences on his sleeve. But coming from Jaden Smith, it was cool.
Yeah.
But Iris was disappointing. CTV3 even more disappointing. And then I think he came out with he started going into like some indie rock direction.
Mm.
Even worse. Like I think
Mm.
Jaden
Mm-hmm.
needs to reevaluate where he is as an artist, in my opinion. So definitely, I'm still a Jaden Smith fan. I like him as a person. I like him as an actor. I like him, what he stands for. But right now, I'm just not a fan of his music. So CTV3 definitely was a disappointment.
Yeah. For me, um, one that I would like to highlight is Love Goes by Sam Smith, because I'm sure we all loved Sam Smith back in 2014-ish, 2013, with, songs like Stay With Me, Latch. He kind of made his name as being this, like, he's kind of, how I describe Giveon is like a more depressed Sam Smith. And Sam Smith was at that point making really good sad music, but then he got happy, he turned his life around or whatever, and started living a good life, all that shit. And and it was a bit of a letdown. Love Goes, obviously it's on most disappointing album. It was all just like dance music, and
Yeah.
and it was I'm sure Diamonds is a pop single and it's been on the radio, but it kind of it really let me down in that I lost a lot about what I loved about Sam Smith.
Yeah.
And yeah, however, he did not win the award, and Jaden Smith didn't either. Instead, the winner for most disappointing album goes to 31520 by Childish Gambino.
It hurts.
Yeah,
It hurts me to give him this award.
I
It
know.
hurts
Bino
me
is,
more than any other of our disappointing awards.
yeah, Bino is one of, our favorite artists. We love everything he drops. We love everything he's done. But 31520 was, I feel, just a little bit too experimental. I feel like he tried to go with like this interesting mix of, futuristic nostalgic type thing with a mix of country, acoustic stuff. Like literally there's a song that sounds like you're on the farm at one point. Uh yeah, I don't know. 31520
I
just didn't,
think I think I
it
would
just
have
really let us down.
I
Yeah, when,
would have given that album a better chance if he made it a little more digestible. I think going releasing the album first on his website as
Yeah.
it's streaming, and I can't act like it's just a video playing on his website, and I can't really tell what's happening, kind of turned me off. I waited for it to come on to Spotify, and even then, no album art, barely any title names. Uh, it's just I can't. Those are like the bare minimum that I need from from an album. It's just like which songs what are the names of the songs? I
Or
want to
which?
know. Yeah, like I want to know which are the good ones
Yeah.
that I like, and like there are some good tracks on here. I do enjoy some cuts on this album, but I think conceptually it was really disappointing, especially coming from someone like Childish Gambino, who is just one of the most well-rounded artists that I know personally. No, no,
Yeah.
that I follow. Um, and so I was like, man, like, why did you do this? Like, I think it just sucks that it came to this to where we have to give him the most disappointing album
Yeah.
uh, award. But I feel like I think he's working on something else. I heard some rumors here and there that there's another album in the works. Plus, there's Atlanta and all of his other projects and stuff like that. So, as an artist, Childish Gambino, I still hold in high regards.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Also, is our audio okay? Kitchen Boy says we're a little bit quiet. Are we? Can you guys let us know
Oh yeah,
how our levels are doing?
yeah. Let me know. But yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Last few
So a
categories
sad.
here.
Yeah. Yep.
Let me see.
So yeah, this is again the last category before we got another one of those segments, and next segment's pretty fun, guys. Not gonna lie, but producer of the year. Yeah, they usually get like uh okay, we sound good. Thank you, Curry.
Thank you.
And Jamie and Mason. Sorry, I'm
Cool,
just
cool,
reading
cool.
from bottom up. But thanks, guys. But so the producers usually get, kind of the short end of the stick a lot of the time. They don't really get mentioned unless you're like a Metro Boomin who's nominated here, or you're, like one of those London on the Track, like you have like an iconic tag
Yeah.
in the beginning. But there's been a movement lately for like collab albums between artists and producers, which is something we're gonna highlight here on this category, which has been really cool. It's really cool to see producers, you know, their sound and aesthetic that they bring to every track be kind of a staple in whatever album they work on with, like The Weeknd or, Freddie Gibbs, all that. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
super cool.
Yeah. I think so going in to our nominees, there's a lot of great producers who we think deserve credit. Our first nominee for producer of the year, we have Hit Boy with his songs, his most notable songs and albums: King's Disease, Detroit 2, Four Things, Freddie Gibbs. We got Metro Boomin for his work on the Savage 2 or Savage Mode 2 and After Hours. We got The Alchemist for his work on Alfredo, The Price of Tea in China, The Neverending Story, Jay Electronica's written testimony.
Mm-hmm.
And we have let me see, Jetson made.
Jetson made another one.
Jetson made another one. We got What's Poppin', At Me. Also every single DaBaby song to ever exist.
Yeah.
And lastly we have 10 Tricks Point Never, our man OPN with Scared to Live. His album Magic, OPN, and the Uncut Gems, the Uncut Gems soundtrack. This man is well versed in all types of mediums. But I
Crazy.
think as producers, in our opinion, are often underrated if they're not if they don't have an iconic tag. And I think it's really cool seeing people like Kenny Beats who collaborate with artists like Denzel Curry and all of them creating albums specifically collaborating with a producer, which is really cool because it's like their name is on the forefront, which is dope. I mean, they deserve all that credit. I mean, that's where most of the music comes from anyway.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and Cynthia Torres Whereas The Weeknd, you might want to stick around. You might want to stick around.
We'll get to The Weeknd.
Yeah. Yeah. So as for producer of the year, this was really cool. Like I said, their producers are starting to be at the forefront of the album name, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to what Matt said because he nailed it on the head. You know, it's pretty cool. They literally make the entire song pretty much. Yeah. So I think we're ready to hear the winner. Who is the producer of the year?
This year's 2020 producer of the year goes to The Alchemist.
Shout out to him, The Alchemist.
Shout out Alchemist on his work on Alfredo and Jay Electronica's album. 2 incredibly produced albums, 2 iconic albums. And I think The Alchemist being someone who has such a specific style, has such a specific sense of the artists he works with. And I feel like he just goes, he's just criminally underrated as a producer. And so, you know, we could have put Pharrell on here. We could have put Kanye on here, but it's like they make all the latest hits. But I think, you know, The Alchemist and his work with all these other artists are something that needed to be awarded.
By the way, heads up, if any of you guys like freestyling, his beats are like the best ones to do it to. Yeah. So if you like just sitting in your room and dropping some bars by yourself, go ahead and search up Alchemist type beats. I guarantee you. But yeah. So now we are gonna go ahead and go into our last. We're gonna throw to Chesco and Matt one last time. You know, to highlight some of the dream versus matchups. Now, again, if you don't know what the versus battles, all that stuff is, we'll go ahead and let them explain it. But yeah, Matt and Chesco, how are you guys doing over there?
Yeah, throwing it back to the poorly dressed versions of us.
Hey guys, for the last time. I know, sad, super sad, but today. But we wanted to go ahead and spotlight another thing that's really kind of become prevalent due to quarantine, versus battles. So in case you didn't know, Swiss Beats and Timbaland decided to start this new thing where 2 artists come in and play your best 20 records and I'll play my best 20 records. That we've gotten 2 Chainz versus Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg versus DMX. You know, we've even gotten producer battles like Boy Wonder versus Hit Boy. Really cool concept. And we just wanted to go ahead and give some of our dream versus matchups. And Matt has one that he wants to drop on us real quick.
Yes, I've had this conversation in my head a few times. Imagine a versus of Bruno Mars versus The Weeknd. Top 20 Bruno Mars songs, top 20 Weeknd songs. Both have created numerous hits, countless hits. I would like to see what you guys think who would win that hit battle. If you want to hear my opinion, I think Bruno Mars will win that.
Oh.
In my opinion.
Also, leave in the chat, who do you think will win in the battle of the skincare routines?
Right.
That's a close one. I think Bruno Mars has a flawless discography, but damn, I'll probably take The Weeknd, but I'm very biased. But here, I got a couple that I want to lay on to Matt. He doesn't really know. I want to lay it to you guys as well. Get your reaction in the chat. Tyler, the Creator versus Childish Gambino. They both do it all. They both have hits. They got the experimental stuff.
Yeah.
They have some cool power ballads. Really most interesting thing is, because versus is almost like a performative thing. They're both super funny. And they both have interesting personalities, but in different ways, almost like contrasting. And I just feel like it would make for a fun night on the Instagram Live.
Definitely. Yeah, that'd be insane to see that. I think those two are a very good matchup. I think Tyler Creator might take this one for me.
The second and last versus matchup that I wanted to present to you guys, to the OurThoughts Academy, the 2 of us.
Right.
Kanye versus Pharrell. You could do a versus battle with their music. the music that they've made and put out themselves. You could do the music that they've produced, songs that they've helped write, or you could also stretch it out to their fashion lines, their shoe collabs.
Yeah.
You could literally do a career versus.
That's a great lineup. If it's producer versus producer, Pharrell definitely gets the win on this one.
Ooh,
if it's hit for hit, right. If it's hit for hit, Kanye. If it's career, definitely Kanye. Even though Pharrell has the human race line and his own skincare line and everything with Cactus Plant, Yeezy's $1 billion company. So
yeah,
I think Kanye gets the one on that one. But yeah. That's our dream verses. What are your guys' dream verses? Or what are your thoughts on all of our verses? Who do you think would win each round? I think that would be interesting to see. So let us know what you guys think of our picks. And this will be the last you'll hearing from us for the night. So fancier and live recording, Matthew and Chesco, we'll throw it back to you one last time.
You sons of bitches.
All right.
Finally, those sons of bitches are gone. We don't have to hear from them again.
God damn.
Thank God. But yeah, so dream verses, guys. Let us know in the comments what are some of your two artists that you'd love to see do a versus against each other. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of interesting reactions to the Bruno versus The Weeknd. I said Bruno just
mixed.
because, we got a mixed review here. I said Bruno just because in terms of just sheer hits, Bruno has been making more hits longer than The Weeknd. I think The Weeknd is, I think it's more like in the past 4 years, Bruno has been here since I was in like middle school making hits. So that's why I said that. But I mean, that would be a crazy matchup. Just the battle of characters, basically.
Yeah, the battle of the beautiful voices.
Yeah.
The battle for Michael Jackson's real soul. but yeah, man, that would be so dope. I feel Bruno was asked that by Breakfast Club, and it looks like, he's receptive to it. He didn't want to diss him. So it feels like, they're in good standing, and it'd be nice to see them in a room together, collabing or versus, whichever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moving on to the next category we have here, we're getting into the home stretch.
The big categories here.
Yeah, this is it, guys. So our first category coming up is music video of the year. There's been a lot of cool visuals that came out this past year. Very cinematic, really lets you into the world of the music. And let's go ahead and list some of the nominees. So the nominees for music video of the year are In Your Eyes by The Weeknd, directed by Anton Tammy. Black is King by Beyonce. Snow Child by The Weeknd. Adore You by Harry Styles, directed by Dave Meyers. Oprah's Bank Account by Lil Yachty, featuring Drake and DaBaby, directed by Director X. And last but not least, Life is Good, Drake and Future, directed by Julian Christian Lutz. So,
all these music videos are dope in their own sense. I think if you guys haven't seen the Oprah's Bank Account music video, definitely check that out. Lil Yachty pulls off a pretty good Oprah.
Yeah, not bad. Bopra. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, and also one sleeper pick, the Adore You Harry Styles music video, very cinematic, really interesting. With the big fish, really cool. Shout out to Harry. He had a pretty good year himself.
Yeah,
and yeah, so I think we're ready to announce the winner for music video of the year, and bringing me the results is the intern, and the winner is
the winner is
Jesus, man.
Here you go. Sorry about that, sir.
Thanks, man. Come on, man.
Dude, we gotta fire that dude.
I know. He doesn't even know, and in his His job's on the line. Um, oh, it seems like we have a tie.
Oh shit.
It is a tie between, in my terrible handwriting, In Your Eyes and Snow Child. And really, if we're gonna go ahead and give it to the weekend, let's just give it to him for all his music videos that he came out this past year. After Hours, Blinding Lights, Heartless. I know is 2019, but we'll include it. You got Save Your Tears, Too Late,
Until I Bleed Out.
Until I Bleed Out is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't even think it's really a competition at this point between these nominees and between every single music video the Weeknd put out this year. Like, we were put on a cinematic journey from the jump.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned, if you put all of those videos in like one timeline and just had them play, it would play out like an entire film. And I think no better artist could have done something as incredible as all of those, as that music video run over the past year. And I'm pretty sure we might even get more. So
Yeah.
I think this is definitely well deserved for the Weeknd. Best music videos of 2020.
100%. Shout out to the Weeknd. Again, we'll mail
Right.
this to you all the way in Toronto.
If our intern can even, figure that out.
Yeah. I'll give him a little bit of time. He's all right. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. Well, I'll give him that.
So the next category, I'm telling you, we're getting to the big categories. Matt, if you want to go ahead and introduce this one for us.
I think this is the category that everybody has been waiting for, that we were expecting from the beginning, that we were thinking about several months ago. That is the Album of the Year category. The big hitter. Yeah, we're the air horns.
Yep.
Album of the Year. Something that has been probably one of the most controversial album categories of both the Scammies and the OurThoughts awards. But we want to make sure that we give everyone their due diligence. We properly, credit and nominate who deserves the Album of the Year nom and win. Going into it, Album of the Year, our nominees, we have Circles by Mac Miller, Shoot for the Moon, Aim for the Stars, Pop Smoke, After Hours, The Weeknd, Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs, and another tradition by Our Thoughts podcast is to always throw Division by Ed Sheeran in the Album of the Year category, because it seems like for the past 5 years, Ed Sheeran keeps winning Grammys for that album, even though it came out like 5 years ago or something. So continuing the tradition of nominating Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, it's only right. It's if there's any way we can legitimize the Our Thoughts Awards, we'll do it. And it seems like, nominating Division by Ed Sheeran will do it for us. So There you go.
Yeah.
Really great albums this year, man. Really great albums this year.
Yeah, despite the restrictions and everything that happened this year, we got some incredible music. But I mean, there can only be one winner. Album of the Year. Do I really have to say it? Let's at least get a drum roll. Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Goes to Division. Ed Sheeran. No. Album of the Year goes to After Hours by The Weeknd.
There you go, guys. I know all of you guys are jumping up.
They were
right
waiting
next
for
to your
that.
laptop.
They were waiting for that.
Yeah. Album of the Year, After Hours. So it's just a quick moment of silence for
moment of silence
for the greatness that is After Hours.
Yeah. I think we've all been waiting for this moment just to hear the words Album of the Year, After Hours. Especially with the controversy around that. But
Yeah.
I think this is just if
Felt right.
yeah, it felt right. I think this was the easiest category for us to consider who the winner was. We didn't even talk about it. We were just like, yep, album of the year.
Yeah. 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 Just locked it in.
Locked it in early.
The easiest category ever. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the weekend. Now, the next category we got coming up is another one of those categories that is just like it's 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 career defining, you know, winning artist of the year
Yeah.
for a year is crazy. That means that you owned a specific year, you know? And yeah, I don't know. No further introduction. Let's go ahead and get into the nominees.
Let's do it.
So, nominees for artist of the year. We have Taylor Swift, Freddie Gibbs, The Weeknd, Harry Styles, and BTS. So there you go, guys. We want to hear your thoughts on who's gonna win, real quick. Matt, any people you want to take notice of, real quick, before we get into the winner?
I'm gonna defend Taylor Swift. I think I put that nom on there.
All right. Anyways,
anyways,
no, I'm joking. Go ahead.
I think just objectively, Taylor Swift took the year by storm. Anytime a Taylor Swift album drops, the world blows up. Not including me, but the world blows up, and she definitely did her thing this year. BTS.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
The Asian representation. Shout out to you guys for making Asians in the mainstream. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially in music.
Had to
BTS
represent
had
you
one
here.
had one of the biggest years ever, you know.
Yeah.
And Freddie Gibbs, obviously, my God, you know, he was the little well-known secret. He was like the little secret that everyone had, and for their hip hop tastes and all that. And now he's come to the mainstream, and he definitely deserves to be a nominee for Artist of the Year. Harry Styles, Fine Line, really great album.
That's great album. I
really
enjoyed that project.
Really interesting aesthetic. It reminds me of like the Beatles and some stuff.
Oh yeah,
some stuff like that. Yeah, and The Weeknd, obviously, deserves to be here without a doubt. 100%. Yeah. So, shall we go ahead and start crowning?
I think
Artist of the Year.
I think we shall.
Okay.
Artist of the Year. Drum roll.
Yes, and the winner is. Thank you.
Jeez. How long can I drum roll?
You're getting on that.
Okay. He got it this time.
The Weeknd.
Scribbled in. Your mom?
The Weeknd.
Oh my God.
So The Weeknd wins Artist of the Year.
Yes, sir.
And your mom also wins Artist of the Year. Shout out to her.
On my mama. The Weeknd deserves that dub. Come on.
Bam.
Artist of the Year. Go. Artist of the Year, people.
He deserved it. 100%. Who'd they give it to in the Grammys? Let me check that out real quick.
Taylor Swift.
Go ahead. Oh my God.
Pretty sure.
Of course.
Pretty sure Taylor Swift won that.
Yeah. But go ahead. Talk about The Weeknd real quick, as if we haven't talked about him enough.
Right. I mean, I think that it's more than just saying album of the year. It's more than just saying artist of the year, especially knowing that The Weeknd didn't give that luxury of just the global recognition that he deserves with After Hours. And, we took it upon ourselves to take that responsibility to, give the Weeknd the platform. give After Hours it's recognition, because I feel like we all felt a little bit betrayed when we saw 0 nominations. I think one of the worst robberies, highway robberies of the Grammys since Macklemore won Best Rap Album against like Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly and a Kanye album. Since
444, I think, was also in that.
440.
Yeah.
Some of the
Oh my
greatest
God.
rap albums of all time, and Macklemore one. That was the last time I felt a jab in my heart from the weekend. I mean, from the Recording Academy, and most
Yeah.
recently with the weekend. I mean, how many times can we say it? We just said it right here. Artist
Yeah.
of the year, the weekend dominated and is still dominating the charts.
Yeah. Look at all the nominations that he got throughout every single category in our awards, and we try to keep it as unbiased and as objective as possible, except for a couple of awards, like obviously the line of the year,
Mm-hmm.
sad boy stuff, like all our categories that we made. We kind of inject our own little subjective stuff, thoughts and all that. But all the other stuff, album of the year, music video of the year, what else?
What
Most
did he win?
anticipated
Yeah,
album, line of the year. He's nominated for all these awards.
yeah.
And gave us all these live performances, bunch of music videos. I don't even know what else you want from another artist.
Yeah,
So
he delivered.
uh, also, yeah, Leslie, we are on Artist of the Year, and we went ahead and gave it to Ed Sheeran. No, oh no, that was Album of the Year.
Sorry,
Sorry, but
we gave it to Taylor Swift.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah,
So, congrats to The Weeknd
and
again.
congrats to all of our winners. That
Yes.
that concludes
Yes.
all of our nominees, all of our categories. Congratulations! If you won, reach out and we'll give you our 6th grade basketball trophy as recognition.
Fifth grade. That's the second time.
Sorry.
Second time.
5th grade basketball trophy.
Strike 3 and you're out.
But last but not least, this is a category we didn't actually vote on. This is a category that you guys voted on. Our nominees and our winners are over. Our very, very last, one of my favorite time of the year is when we turn to you guys to vote for Record of the Year on my Instagram story. Follow us on Instagram. Our handles are down here. Matt Mags, Cheslito on everything. And you guys showed up in numbers definitely on my story. But basically what I did is I put up, I think it was, how many songs did I put against each other? Was it like 8 songs?
8 songs, yeah.
I put up 8 songs. Some of the 8 most popular, most notable tracks, notable records, notable singles from 2020. Put them head to head on my story and had you guys vote for which one was better in a bracket style. And let's walk through the results. I'm looking on my phone right here, but you know what? Let's do this. We'll go on Instagram.com and I'll just bring it up like this on my own story so you guys can see it full screen and I'm not just showing you a picture of my phone. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Let me go.
The anticipation in the air, you can just feel it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, sorry.
What do you guys got off the top of your head? Who do you guys got for Record of the Year?
Yeah, what was your Record of the Year this year? Sorry, let me just here we go. I'm on it.
There we go. Ooh.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Now we're up. Okay. Here we are. My Instagram feed. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, anyway, here is my Record of the Year story. So we started off with round 1 here. We had, here we go, Blinding Lights versus Watermelon Sugar by, let me move it around. There we go. By Watermelon Sugar by, whatever his name is. Harry Styles.
Come on, man. Don't disrespect
Sorry. Overwhelmingly, Blinding Lights won by 76% to 24%. Letting Blinding Lights move on to the next round. Let's see. Next we had, here we go. Next we had Go Crazy versus WAP. Some of you guys, I didn't expect some of you guys to vote for WAP. We had a couple of sus votes right there, but Go Crazy by Chris Brown took the lead, 56% to 44%. Wow. Moving on to the next vote.
Tight race.
Yeah. We have Good Days versus Lemonade. Good Days taking the lead heavily by here, 71 to 29%. I personally like
Good job.
Lemonade, but I definitely think Good Days is the better track here. Moving
Yeah.
on to our last matchup in round one, we had The Woo versus Savage Remix featuring Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion versus Pop Smoke. This was a very, this was a super close race here. Like, the lead shifted every 10 minutes. It was like, okay, 15 versus 14 votes, 20 versus 19 votes. Like, I could not call it until way later, until the votes have pretty much solidified.
In fact, when we had checked in, when we checked in to see who won the first round, it was literally tied 50-50.
Yeah.
And we had to like push back the deadline or whatever, you know.
It was tied for a while.
Super close.
Yeah. Yeah, super close. All right. Moving on. Round 2. So, we have our winners from round 1. Moving on to the very first matchup we had Blinding Lights versus Go Crazy. I mean,
wow.
Blew that one out of the water.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Overwhelmingly, 89% to 11%. If you guys want the exact numbers here, I can pull it up actually. It was 50 votes for Blinding Lights to a measly 6 for Go Crazy. Go Crazy.
Wow, 50 to 6. That's a good job. Good job the weekend.
Yeah. Next we had, hold on. Are we still connected here? Yeah, we're good. All right. We had WAP and hold on. It says sorry. I think we disconnected for like a brief second there. Sorry guys. We have our next lineup was let me see. The Woo versus Good Days. The Woo had a measly 20 votes to a 35 for Good Days, 63% for Good Days. Moving on to our final round.
So, final round, Good Days versus Blinding Lights. And we let you guys decide. We haven't checked the results. We have no idea. We're about to get our first reaction.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
Honestly, this was a really hard matchup. I love both of these songs are really good. Both of these songs define my 2020 for me. But right now, we're about to reveal what was your guys' record of the year.
I hope you guys nailed it. Here,
do we have any predictions? We have one for Blinding Lights. Do we have any for Good Time?
Yeah.
Any for Good Time? Good Time's going once.
Going
twice.
Good time. Good day going once. Good day going twice. Sold to the
Good Days. My bad. Yeah. But yeah, I think Blinding Lights. We got another Blinding Lights. Yeah, I mean that song is literally still charting right now. But yeah, the final round. Shall we see the results? The winner is. Why doesn't it say? Bitch. Hold on. That's weird. It says on my phone, but I don't know why I'm voting on my own poll. Anyway, it says on my phone. Here we go. It was 56 to 44%, 33 votes.
Wow.
I don't know why it didn't show up. Anyway, it's on my phone if you go on my story. But 56% to 44, 33 votes for Blinding Lights, 26 for Good Days.
Wow, guys.
Blinding Lights taking the record of the year, as per you guys, giving the weekend another dub, as per usual.
Y'all nailed it.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all nailed it for sure with record of the year. Blinding Lights was absolutely, it was everywhere. It was the viral song of the year. Not viral, but because that makes it seem like it just went up and then went back down. But it was the most iconic song of 2020, and some Steve Harvey stuff.
I don't know why I did that. Anyway, you saw the results.
Yeah, and on top of that, not only is it a pop single that just straight up tore up the charts, took up a number 10 spot, right? I believe a top 10 spot all year, crazy. But on top of that, it meant a lot, to the album itself within the context of After Hours, especially after Faith, nominated for Line of the Year. I ended up in the back of a flashing van.
Yep.
Then you then you put it that right after or right before Blinding Lights, and you realize that the Blinding Lights is, the ambulance or the police car or whatever, uh, you know, light you want to give it. It's just super. It changed the whole song for me. That
Yeah,
album. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I think the longest charting number one song of all time, and top 100 for a year straight. So like,
yeah.
how can you deny it?
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
man.
Congrats to The Weeknd for sweeping the big categories: Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, and Record of the Year. Yeah, you're gonna be getting a lot of these, that's
A
for
lot of those
sure.
little trophies. But also,
Hmm.
congrats to the rest of the artists
Yes.
nominated and the rest of the artists who won. This was
Yes.
probably one of my probably my favorite Art Thoughts awards by far, especially now
Yeah.
that we got to do it while we're streaming with you guys and
Yeah.
doing it
Shout out
live.
to you guys.
Yeah.
Give yourselves a round of
Yeah.
applause. Leave some claps in the chat for you guys. You guys deserve it.
Sticking through
100%.
it.
All
Yeah.
all of you guys are stuck around for the whole thing. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Man. Yeah,
Whew.
I hope you guys enjoyed that more than the Grammys, more than the Scammies, I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully giving
Yeah.
some people some recognition they deserve. Hopefully nominating and uh, and giving awards to some of your favorite artists. And yeah, another year in the books, another crazy year uh, in general, but also a crazy year for music.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah. Thank you again. I've said this on our segments, that we've done, but thank you to all. If any, for some reason, one of you artists who put out music in 2020 are watching this, thank you for, helping make our year a little less, terrible. It's been all terrible, but
yeah,
thank you for making it tolerable. So yeah,
yeah,
thanks guys.
man, and I think
So
that might do it for the awards. I want to say thanks for everyone for sticking out. If you made it this far, go ahead and let us know what your guys' thoughts on each category, or if you thought someone was snubbed. If you wanted to,
yeah,
if you were expecting a nom for someone here and there. I know some of you guys had some pretty accurate predictions throughout
yeah,
the whole thing.
Jamie, I remember you were nailing it.
Yeah,
You
for
were
real.
nailing it. Yeah. So again, yeah, thanks guys for being so cool in the chat. Wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So yeah, let us know who were some of your favorite winners. Favorite winners, winners that you didn't think were gonna win. If you guys can still remember it. Um, yeah, wow, we're running almost on 2 hours. That's
That's
about
crazy.
right.
Yeah,
That's about
yeah,
right for an award show.
yeah,
Hey, thank you, Leslie, for coming.
yeah.
Thank you.
And that concludes it for us, but we're going to stick around for just a little bit in case you guys want to talk, in case you guys have any thoughts on the scammies or on the Our Thoughts Awards, your favorite categories, your favorite wins, favorite moments from 2020. Let us know. We'll stick around, but other than that, that has been the Our Thoughts Awards.
Yeah. And stay right there. We'll be right back. We want to talk to you guys about what you guys thought. We'll be right back after like a quick little, you know. Yeah, we'll just be back. Here, Matt, if you want to real quick, get out of the suit, man. The suit is
I know.
is a rental. No,
I
I'm
need
kidding.
some water,
But
man. But yeah, we'll take a
of
quick
course not.
break.
Come on.
If any of you guys want to stick
Yeah,
around,
seriously.
talk to us for the after show. But we'll see you in a moment.
Yeah, literally a moment.
All right, we're back.
Hi guys. Just some
If you're still
sake
hanging with
to
us, oh, there you go. There's the after
victory.
party.
Yeah, we're chillaxing, big chillaxing this time. So hey guys, so what'd you think of the awards? Curry loved the sad boy category. Yeah, that was stacked. Um, and the playbacks to ourselves. Yeah, that was fun. We literally like we're editing that today. We were editing those videos together. That was fun.
Man, I big ups to people who put on real TV award shows.
Yeah.
This is a lot more coordinating than you think. A lot more behind the
Mhm.
scenes. I'm still in my suit, but
Yeah.
it's exhausting, but really fun. And I'm glad we got to do it with you guys because we got to talk to you during the award show. You guys get to give your opinion. I wish you guys could. I bet you guys wish you could talk to the Recording Academy and tell them your 2 cents. But instead,
Yeah.
you can talk to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Also the Grammys. What did you guys think of the Grammys? You can just talk about anything. This is just like a normal stream, pretty much.
Yeah, at this
We're
point.
just, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. What did you think of the Grammys of like the winners? Do you remember some of the winners?
I didn't watch the Grammys. I read up on who won. Um,
Yeah, same here.
but I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. I knew Billie Eilish was gonna win something. She won Record of the Year. Which is kind of weird because she put out one song, and that somehow won Record of the Year. Like, okay.
Yeah. well.
I think Megan Thee Stallion. I think definitely deserved. Megan Thee Stallion has been dominating. Has been one of the hottest up and coming artists for the past like 2 years. So
Yeah.
definitely needed her to win something. Look
Yeah.
like Hugh Hefner over there.
You know.
Right.
Come on, man. Curry knows.
Yeah.
Cardi B's performance, was questionable. I mean, it was what you'd expect from a Cardi B performance, you know. What did you think of the little baby? Did you see the little baby? Wait. Before we get to little baby, Silk Sonic. Why is that
Oh.
not the first thing mentioned?
That's the only thing I watched, like watched, was Silk
Yeah.
Sonic. I mean, if you guys haven't seen their performance, man, I cannot even I can't wait to like see. I already know when that album drops and they go on tour, I am for sure seeing them because like, bruh, that was
Easiest
insane.
decision of
Yeah.
my life. The way their dance moves was hilarious, you know. Or like low key hilarious, like if you're actually watching it and how they correlate to the lyrics
Yeah.
and the whole vibe. It seems like a Temptations like homage.
Yeah.
And the way Bruno Mars like spins into his
Yeah, I love it.
parts. Like, how do you do that? How do you have a voice that's so like you can just you have it in the back of your hand that you can just like spin into it? It very like very effortless, just
Yeah.
effortless. And Anderson .Paak had one of his best vocal performances ever
Oh, absolutely.
on the Grammys.
Yeah, I think Silk Sonic definitely a highlight. I loved how they continued their sentiment of wanting to be the band you don't want to follow, and I think they definitely pulled through with that. I did wish that it was like the band setup, like the actual setup of the performance. It was really, I thought it was hilarious that it was 3 backup singers and the one vocalist or the one person in front, and like the backup singers are dancing as if they're like, usually it's like the women in the back, but it's just Anderson .Paak and 2 other guys. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like Kevin Hart has like a funny skit about that. It's like they have 4 singers on stage and you don't know which one's the lead singer until they pop out, you know, and start singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This year's Grammys. Yeah, this year's Grammys were better than last year. I low key don't even remember last year. Yeah. Do you?
I don't know. They all kind of blend. You know, if someone I don't care about, or if someone I care about is not being represented, I don't really take mind to it. I mean, that's pretty subjective, but I did actually see an article where someone was like, "This was the best Grammys to date," and I was like, "Whoa, okay, interesting."
It wasn't, but good.
I did think
Thanks for
I did think that some
bringing
people
up some talking points.
I did think that some people definitely got Grammys that I think were definitely well deserved, and I agreed with. People like Thundercat won a Grammy finally.
Yeah.
Definitely well deserved. Some people who I thought it was about time kind of thing that they won a Grammy. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just the Grammys, I don't know. I think I liked 2018. I remember 2018 Grammys was great.
I remember that one had like one of the most egregious Oscar Grammy wins ever. Best rap album, Cardi B over
Yes.
Astroworld and Daytona.
Yes.
There was another one, I think Mac Miller, Swimming.
Yeah.
I think it might have been
I
nominated at that
like
time.
that Grammys for the performances. I thought the performances
Oh,
of 2017 and 2018 were great. I think that was when like Kendrick Lamar did his like a satire by Kendrick Lamar or something like that.
That was great.
One of the best like award show performances ever. But yeah,
No Bystanders by Travis. That was fun.
that was pretty funny. Just moshing.
It was just like on stage, like the 12 of them that were on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of was upset Giveon didn't win.
Yeah.
I forget what he was nominated for, but he definitely made a project worth having a Grammy for. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think Giveon will get his Grammy. He'll get his Grammy.
Yeah.
For sure. He'll get there. It might not be this year, but just judging off just the EP alone that he released last year that we talked about,
Yeah.
he'll definitely get it.
Post Malone's pretty good. Yeah. What'd you think of one album I forgot to ask you about was what'd you think of Hollywood is Bleeding?
My opinion on Post Malone, I liked Stoney. I liked a couple cuts off Stoney, his like kind of debut album. Beer Bongs and Bentleys, thought there's a couple good tracks on there. Hollywood is Bleeding. In my opinion, I don't really understand the immense hype for it. I do think Post Malone is a great vocalist and a great musician and has a great voice. I just don't. I'm kind of growing old of like the Post Malone sound right now, of just Post Malone's versions of trap and hip hop. I think he should go fully into his rock or even country, like, classic rock or that's what he's grown up on. Or not.
Machine Gun Kelly is doing that right now with Punk.
Yeah. Wouldn't say it's really working for him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it'll work better for Post Malone because he has a great voice for that and just a great sense. Like some of his songs that are just him and a guitar are some of my favorites, and they're really, really good. But I think he needs to evolve out of the older Post Malone sound. And Hollywood's Bleeding, like there are some interesting cuts on there, especially like with the Ozzy Osbourne and Travis Scott song. I forget what that one's called, but there are some interesting
What
things
You
on
Want
there.
From Me or something.
Yeah. Or Circles. I mean, that's more pop. That made its rounds.
Yeah, there's one song I forget. Hold on, I'm checking it right now. Obviously, like Wow, Sunflower, but the one song that I'm thinking of, Saint Tropez and Allergic.
Yeah,
those songs are bangers in my opinion.
I like Allergic.
Yeah, it's very I like that song because it has a different vibe to it. Obviously, it has the modern like hip hop instrumentals and all that, but
yeah,
it's like this weird like 60s Hollywood LA type vibe that I dig. Leslie, are we buying weekend tickets? Your boy Matt has them locked and sealed, ready for 2022.
Yeah, you
I think
guys
you said
know
the
that.
forum.
Yep, the forum.
Yeah.
I'll do a video, little vloggy vlog of the
Vloggy vlog. I like it.
Of the concert. Definitely excited for that. Something to look forward to in a year.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I think unless you guys got any last stuff, I think that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
Here from the Our Thoughts Awards 2021.
Yeah, man, this took a lot out of me, bro.
Yeah, gee, I feel like I straight up like played like a 5 on 5.
Yeah, for real.
I feel exhausted.
Bro, I got it.
But
Somebody sub
it was
me
really
out
fun.
right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get the intern in here right now. And
Yeah, sub in the intern.
But yeah, thank you guys again, all the 7 of you guys that are still here. You guys are my favorite people on earth. Shout out to y'all for sticking around for the whole 2.5 hour ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, any last words from you, Matt?
No, thanks so much everyone for sticking out. This couldn't have gone better. Had a great turnout. Chat was going crazy. You guys are super hyped. And I think this was a great third edition to the Our Thoughts Awards. Another year in the books, like I said. Please keep your eyes out for all the content we have coming up. Not just live streams. I know we've been doing a lot of live streams lately just because just trying to, build this audience, build out this section of our channel. But we're still working on our regular videos. We're still working on very special videos with a couple of very special people. So definitely look out for some heat dropping soon. We will definitely catch you guys next time on our stream. And that has been the Our Thoughts Awards. And that has been Our Thoughts Live. Man. Cheers. Let me get mine. This is empty, but here, one more. Cheers. Cheers to you guys. Actually, there's a little bit left.
Yeah, there you go.
That's been it. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for sticking it out. And happy award season. Happy House of Balloons dropping on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. That's
Let's
gonna be
go.
fun, guys.
Yeah,
Let's listen. Yeah.
for sure.
See you guys.
All right. Thanks again.
Peace.
Thanks so much. Appreciate every single one of you. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.